Hey guys, this is Aegis, and I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't been able to cast the CSL games on the day of the game, so I haven't been able to cast them live, but here it is from the replays: UMBC versus the US Naval Academy. And over here we do have Zinger XPN, our teal Protoss player, going to be playing as, well, the Protoss player for UMBC. His opponent is going to be Mickey D, the yellow Protoss player from the US Naval Academy. And in a Protoss versus Protoss, this is going to be interesting. Across map, we'll probably see some sort of Blink with Robo build, Blink with Observers, or just regular Immortals coming out and trying to take an expansion while defending against the aggressive Blink build. We'll see which player decides to go for what. And a Zinger XPN now spending his Chrono Boost here. And yes, it is MLG's Antigua Shipyards. Forgot to say that about this map. Talking about this stuff from MLG, Naniwa did, spoiler alert, win the MLG championship for 2011, and there's the probe scout from Mickey D checking out the inside of Zinger XPN's base. And Zinger XPN usually plays Zerg. He used to play Protoss probably a year ago, so we'll see how his Protoss is doing now after a year of playing Zerg, essentially. Over here, Mickey D throwing up his gas as well. So both players doing the exact same thing so far. Zinger XPN's build appears to be just a few seconds ahead. The probe getting chased around over here does take a couple of hit points of damage, but it will heal back up to 20 HP very quickly as those shields regenerate. And in Protoss versus Protoss now, there's the Blink build that I was talking about earlier with the Blink mobility, trying to out-micro the Immortals, trying to do some damage, maybe take out the natural expansion. I've seen people force field the ramp while the army is stuck inside the main, and then just snipe the Nexus at the natural expansion or destroy some of those probes. Good luck, have fun out of Zinger XPN at the 3-minute mark. And there's the Cybernetics core coming up for both players. And the second gas is underway for Mickey D, so he's definitely going to be doing some teching action. This indicates either the Immortals or going for the Blink with Observer. Zinger XPN also getting up his gas. No additional gateways for either player right now, so it's not going to be any sort of 4-gate with 2 gas build. Not too great on a map, especially one with a ramp like this. The probe from Zinger XPN does get in here and see a full scout. He's actually still chrono boosting probes. That's very interesting. Usually in Protoss versus Protoss, you drop all of it on the Cybernetics core. Looks like Zinger XPN has also done the exact same thing, dropping a pylon over here. It will be able to harass the 3rd expansion if we get that far in this game. There's the probes returning home, and the first stalker advancing across the map for Zinger XPN. There's one stalker up on top of the ramp for Mickey D, so he's not going to be able to do too much damage with this one stalker here. It looks like the probe does get the first shot off, but this probe will die to the stalker, and the stalker on the high ground for Mickey D will chase the stalker of Zinger XPN back. And it will fall back, and it looks like a couple additional gateways on the way, as well as the robotics facility. So we're going to be going for a 3-gate with Immortal build. The Immortals are going to be coming out a tad bit. Oh no, that's normal. I thought these 2 gateways were the same timing, and this was late. But you do get your 2 gateways first, drop a robo, and then your 3rd gateway comes up for this build. And it looks like Mickey D will be going for the Blink with a robo build. And I didn't see the order of these buildings, so I'm not sure if that's the exact correct build order, but I assume it is. This is the last divisional play week for the Collegiate Star League, so you go ahead and check them out at cstarleague.com. Their sponsors are TT Esports and Twitch.tv. Looks like the sentry will get taken out, and that's a huge hit there, not throwing down the force field. and he could have trapped both of those stalkers. Looks like Zinger XPN will retreat with the both of them. He may lose them here. One stalker does fall and the other one is trapped in the corner. Nice pickup here from Mickey D. And there is a Nexus on the way for Zinger XPN, but the probe of, no, that's not a probe. There's a supply depot over here. First War Prism is on the way. That's interesting, not going for an Immortal first. Mickey D actually not getting an Observer out. He's going for an Immortal for himself, so I'm not too sure what his Blink is going to be used for as of this point. Usually you get out these 3 gateways, Blink, and then an Observer. You'll be able to harass here, jumping up and down the high ground, also trying to snipe the Nexus over here. Maybe a couple of probes as well. Zinger XPN's little bit of aggression has delayed the expansion for Mickey D. But if at this point, since Mickey D has taken out so many units, he could have gone for the Blink with Observer build and done quite a bit of damage here, seeing that Zinger XPN has a single sentry back at home. And there's a War Prism coming in for Zinger XPN. Does this actually see the... no, it looks like he has an Observer over here. I thought Mickey D might have saw the little load up over here. Looks like the War Prism is standing by to cause a retreat, to allow for an retreat, and it looks like all of the probes now getting pulled off the line. Blink being used over here. The War Prism will have to retreat into non-phasing mode. What is it called? I guess just regular War Prism mode, and it looks like the Nexus is complete for Zinger XPN. He will be able to get some efficient mining, and a Stargate is out for Zinger XPN. This is getting a little bit interesting, and don't know what he's actually planned for the Stargate. Haven't really seen a Stargate build in a while. Maybe getting a couple of Phoenixes to lift those Immortals for a very strong attack, allowing those Stalkers to do some additional damage. There's an Observer over here for Mickey D. It is positioned to be able to do some hopping up and down of the cliffs, but Mickey D mainly staying in a defensive position, and this is allowing Zinger XPN to come over here and continue to do some harassment with this War Prism. Immortal and a couple of sentries coming forward as well. They're going to be able to hop in here and pick off a pylon. This will depower one of these gateways if he does get it. He needs to go for that guaranteed damage. There it is, the guaranteed damage going down. Another pylon may fall. Looks like he's going to opt to go after the Stalker. He needs to retreat over here. Those Stalkers may be able to pick off this War Prism. It looks like the Immortals on the low ground and the sentries able to force field in a couple of those Stalkers. They do blink away. The War Prism almost falling with 18 HP remaining. Mickey D doing a pretty good job of defending this. He needs to throw up additional pylons to repower these buildings. And it looks like Zinger XPN with this harassment will return back home. He's got additional gateways up. Stargate hasn't really made anything as of yet, so still curious to see what he's trying to do. A fleet beacon. He's going to be dropping a fleet beacon right under that Observer of Mickey D, so Mickey D knows that there's a fleet beacon on the way. We'll see what his reaction is. And Zinger XPN also going for a what? A robotics bay along with the fleet beacon. That is so weird and very interesting. Mickey D not making as many probes as he should be. Let's take a look at the unit count. Mickey D is way far behind in terms of the probe count. He's actually completely stopped making probes. That's not good. He needs to keep making probes to be able to mass up on units. He's got a second gas on the way, but once he got more guys off of mineral mining to be able to take that gas, he's going to hurt a lot from not being able to make those units. Looks like Zinger XPN does see this force over here. He's even zapping away at these rocks with this probe for a long time. And it looks like Mickey D will spot this pylon and clean it up. And Zinger XPN taking a very bold fourth expansion. Basically what he's done is teched to 2 different tech paths, getting Phoenixes, having no army. Don't agree with what he's doing actually. I'm really confused, and Mickey D is not playing very well right now. I have not seen pro production for probably 3 or 4 minutes, and that's a lot of probes not made. In the units tab, Mickey D is so far behind right now, and there's a huge drop over here. Force Field's taking down a bunch of those probes, and the Stalker's finally blinking in. No wonder the probe count was falling as I was talking. Did not notice that. My apologies. Mothership is on the way for Zinger XPN. I have no idea what to think about this game anymore. He's even grabbed the War Prism speed upgrade.